hade, Echo, Italy, Delta.
Well, I can do that one. I've been waiting to hear this guy for, well, let's see, the last time we talked, let me look at the log, 2005. And ladies and gentlemen, I am blessed and privileged to have on the other end over here, Kilo 9 Echo India Delta, his one and only Mr. Bob Heil. Good evening, sir.
Well, hi there. I must owe you money or something for all of that nice. You just had a good signal. I thought I'd say hi to you and see if we were doing the same. I'm using a little different setup here now. I thought I'd find out what's going on. You had a big signal here. We're in Belleville, Illinois, about 15 miles straight east of the Great Arch of downtown St. Louis. Go ahead.
Well, thank you so much, Bob. And, yeah, we know right where it is. Took a summer job over there. Again, the name here is Randy, and we're 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City. And the last time that you and I talked was at the Ham Fest down there just north of Springfield. And it's the same pic is still on my QRZ page, and I get comments on it all the time. So when Alex was lucky enough, I don't know if it was the broadcast tonight. Thank you so much for doing that again. I don't know if it was live or the rebroadcast. I kind of came in the last end, but if people have not watched that, they certainly should. Every time I do see the information, Bob, I learn a lot from you every single time.
Well, thank you. It's pretty much my mode of operation these days since COVID. Actually, from February 2020, I've been doing Zoom meetings to clubs. I just did number 216 night before, and it's really a lot of fun, and I love to share the science of this hobby. I've been in it 65 years, and I just keep moving and hope people join in the fun of this great hobby. But you have a nice signal here, and I just thought I'd say howdy. We're on a 7851 ICOM and one of our PR30 microphones, which is it's a microphone I built for the industry, a great instrument microphone, but it works well here too. And running about 400 or 500 watts. 3500s in a 922, and a dipole up about 40 feet. That's it. Nothing special, but it seems to work. Over.
Oh, yeah, it certainly does. You're 5'9 plus 10 just about the entire time. We're fortunate that we picked up this rig in February. This is the new Yaesu FTDX10. And we do have the IC 7300 as well. We just got that one paired up 3 weeks ago when we did some portable in Colorado, Bob, out in Colorado Springs for about a week, and didn't want to take a hand mic because we used a laptop, the log, and didn't want to take the boom. So we got the Pro Elite headset, Heil Pro Elite headset for it, and what a terrific match. A very easy radio to set up transmit audio. And with this rig here, we had the option, thanks to our local store here, the HM12, the Heil Gold line, the PR40, and the PR781. So we are using the PR781 with the Yaesu this evening. We're also running a 40-meter dipole about 38 foot off the side of the tower. One leg is pointed to Arizona, and the other one's pointed toward Washington State. But this seems to work. We get across the street at least. And we just tied it off with an ACOM 1000, about 700 watts. But that's what we're doing. We do this in the evenings, Bob. We're doing a live stream on YouTube here as well. So very nice to have you on the channel as well, because I can't wait to see how many playbacks we get with the QSO there, Roger.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I enjoy talking to everyone, and these nights that I do all the club meetings, I love it, because we need to share some of the science, and sometimes it doesn't get shared. So we're happy to do that. If there's a club out there, all they got to do is send me a date or two, and we'll meet up with them. That'll be fun. So, you mentioned Alex. Yeah, I've done thing with him, and we got another one coming up. He sent me a note. I guess it was yesterday. I don't know when it is. It's a Saturday coming up. I can look and tell you, but we got another one coming up. I don't know what we'll talk about, but we'll talk about something. This is K9EID.
Yeah, well, he stopped in a little bit ago, and I haven't had a chance to talk to him on the air in the last couple of weeks. But he did take a few minutes. I've got him on the live chat as well. He checked in with us, and we got a chance to say hello real quick, which was real nice. And yeah, it's nice he's able to put that together, and it's also very nice for you to kind of donate your time to do that. You're certainly a strong advocate for not only amateur radio, but having as best sounding that we can get as well. And I think a lot of your products over the years have certainly influenced kind of how we are on the air. Again, what I hear in my headphones is nothing to what I hear on the playbacks on the YouTube. So thank goodness for that. But it's pretty satisfying when you get these signal reports, day in, day out, what it sounds like and so forth. And it is certainly a tribute to the equipment that's being produced today. And to me, that just shows how healthy the hobby is. I don't think manufacturers would continue to produce new equipment, whether it would be antennas or radios or like yourself, microphones and so forth, unless the hobby wasn't healthy and wasn't growing. I do think the last 18 months or so is probably attributed to that. I talked to a lot of first-time hams. I mean, within days of their tickets. I talked to one tonight that just got his new HF radio. And I've also talked to people who've been away for a while who've come back into the hobby. And I just think it's gotten to the point where it's really healthy. Sometimes it's a struggle to find an open spot on the band, but we all make it work there. Go ahead.
Oh, very true. Very true. But we have a lot of fun. Most of my operations on AM. I do a lot of AM work with many of the pieces that I had back when I was 15 years old and got into the hobby. But I love AM, and we do that on 75 meters and a little bit here on 40. But it sure is a lot of fun in the morning. We have several from Kansas City. Check in 3885, the MOCAM net, Missouri, Kansas net. But I'm an outcast here in Illinois. We got 3 or 4 of us from Illinois that check in 9 o'clock every morning. Well, listen, I'm going to run. Thanks for coming back to me. And anytime I can help, let me know. You got a club, why send me a date. We'll join up and have some fun. Thanks so much, Randy, for keeping it all going on your end. This is K9EID.
Well, thank you so much, Bob. One question before you go, and just something we decided to do tonight. Of course, this may be tough for you because you do have a few years behind you in the amateur radio community, but is there a certain contact or QSO that stands out most in your amateur radio career?
Oh, well, there is. It was Owen Garriott. I went to the grade school there in Marissa, Illinois, where my home. I was living there then. I moved. We came up here in '94. This is back in, what was it, in the '80s. And it was the first round that he went up, and we were able to contact him. And it wasn't so much of me. It was watching the kids just go crazy when they could talk to an astronaut, and that really was fun. And we helped them put all that together through the Marissa Amateur Radio Club, and all was well. So that really has to be one of the highlights, I'm sure. Go ahead.
Oh, that's terrific. And what a person would hope for that if that stays with the kids where they're at today with it. We were fortunate enough a couple of months ago when we were doing this in the evening. We had a nice little pipeline into Texas, and we took a call, and I could tell it was a little bit of different voice than we usually hear. And in that being a 9-year-old operator, he had his technician license, but was working in the shack with his dad, and handled himself extremely well. Knew the phonetic alphabet frontward and backwards better than a lot of us do. And I was very, very struck by how well he handled himself on the air. And it really made me realize just how good the hobby is. And I did send an email out to his dad afterwards and made a comment, just how great it was to have a chance to have a contact with him. And of course, like I said, we're doing this on YouTube. And he commented back that he showed all his friends on the YouTube because we were recording the QSO as well, and his kids, his friends thought that was really cool. And maybe that'll turn one or two of them into an operator in the future. You don't know, but it's pretty cool to use a different dimension and kind of tie it into amateur radio as well. There, Roger.
Absolutely. I don't know where I'd be without ham radio. It's the basis of two of my careers, and my third one is the theater organ, which I built this new studio. We finished about a week before all the pandemic last year, but it's a video studio. I got a bunch of cameras that I do my Zoom meetings with and other meetings. But I've got my theater organ here, and I do some virtual theater organ concerts as well. I have some people come in live, but then I've got all my equipment. I got the new stuff because I work for the companies. I designed the equalizers for all of the ICOMs, all the Yaesus, and in the beginning of the Kenwoods, and I just love working with the manufacturers. And in fact, my latest project is a headset we've built for the little 705 with a sweet little radio. But anyway, that's what I do here. And then I've got on the other side of the room is all the old stuff, my Harvey Wells and my Ico and my Collins and stuff. Well, listen, I've taken too much of your time. You take care. Keep it up. We'll have to slide back and someday and make sure you're okay. If I can ever help, you know how to get a hold of me. It's real easy, and I'm always here for everybody. This is K9EID.
Well, thank you so much, Bob. And Larry down in Wentzville, Missouri, NA4DX, wanted me to say hi. He just messaged me on the chat, wanted me to say hi to you. So we took care of that. And again, thank you for sharing. Thank you so much for taking the time to stop in. Again, we try to do this 7 o'clock Central during the week here on 40 meters. Always welcome, of course. And we'd turn the mic over to you, so to speak, and let you run it if you want as well. But the pleasure is all mine. Very nice to get to work you again after 6 years. And I'm hoping that we'll have that opportunity again. Yeah, we'll touch base with Alex. I want to kind of help me get involved in that as well, and look forward to the presentations you put on. Because the one thing I do like about them, Bob, is they're at layman's level. They're really easy to understand. You know, some of the technical stuff it goes over. It's over my pay grade, but you make it quite interesting and easy to understand. So very cool. Also, Glenn down in Florida wanted to say hi there as well. So anyway, you and yours be safe and be well. Very much a pleasure to speak with you this evening. I hope you'll come back again sometime, and we'll just pick it up where we left off. Kilo 9, Echo India Delta. This is Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, Randy in Kansas City. Thank you, sir.
Well, thanks, Randy, and hello to everybody. We'll talk soon. Stay safe. K9EID. Bye-bye for now. All right.